I'm glad you're here with me today. I wanted to take a moment to talk about the counseling approach we'll be using today called motivational interviewing, or MI. Have you heard of it before?
No, I haven't. What is it?
So motivational interviewing is a client-centered approach designed to help you find out your own motivation to make changes in your lifestyle. It's particularly used if you are feeling unsure or confused about making change, like with work-life balance or any other stressors that you might be facing.
That sounds super interesting. How does it work?
Great question. At its core, MI is built onto few key point principles. The first is collaboration. Sorry. This means we work together as partners in your journey, and I'm here to support you without any judgment. You are the expert of your own life, and I want to help you discover your own motivations.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I like it. I like that idea.
Yeah. And the second principle is evoking. This involves drawing out your own personal reasoning for wanting to change instead of me telling you what to do. I'll ask you questions that encourage you to explore your thoughts and your own feelings, and this way you can identify what truly matters to just you.
Okay. So it's more about like finding my own answers rather than you telling me what to do or giving me advice.
Exactly. And the third principle is autonomy. I believe that you are in control of your own choices, that my role is just to facilitate your discovery and support you in making decisions that align with your values.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. What kind of like techniques do you use in this approach?
Also, another great question. Some of the key techniques include just me really asking you open-ended questions to encourage you to share your kind of thoughts and your feelings and how you discover your own paths. I also use affirmation a lot just to highlight your strengths and your progress, just to let you know, like, I'm listening to you and I'm here for you. Also, just reflecting and listening is important as well. And I'll just kind of summarize what you say to show you that I understand you from your perspective, and I just hear you and I'm here for your feelings.
Great. Yeah, that sounds very helpful.
Yeah, it is. The process of MI typically involves like a few stages, just engagement, where we build trust in our bond, and we focus on what means, focus on the specific areas for change, and we draw out your motivations, and we plan where we collaborate to develop a plan for you.
Awesome. So how does that like apply to what I'm dealing with right now?
So MI can be particularly beneficial for stress management and improving your work-life balance. It helps increase your engagement in the process, and it enhances your motivation and reduces the resistance that you might feel that builds on the stress. The goal is to empower you to make meaningful and sustainable changes that enhance your well-being for your work-life balance.
Got it. I like the sound of that. I've been feeling stuck, so maybe this could help.
Yeah, absolutely. By prioritizing your perspective and fostering like a collaborative relationship, we can work together to facilitate those transformations. And how does that approach resound to you?
Shoot, it sounds really positive. I'm looking forward to exploring this strategy with you.
All right, that sounds good. There's a lot to go on. Can you share what's been making work so overwhelming with you?
Shoot, I feel like I'm always working or thinking about work. Even when I'm not on the clock, my mind is still there. I wake up thinking about my to-do list, and I go to bed worrying about everything I didn't finish. So sometimes that keeps me up.
Yeah, that sounds exhausting. Like your brain never really gets the time to like shut down at night. How does that constantly thinking about work affect your daily life?
Well, it makes everything feel heavy. Like I can't focus on anything else. I'm not enjoying the little things. I just feel anxious all the time.
Yeah, I can see how that could create like a lot of stress. What are some physical signs you notice, like personally, that is caused through your stress?
Like I have headaches sometimes. My stomach feels upset, and I definitely don't sleep well.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel tense too, like my muscles are all knotted up.
Yeah. Okay, those are physical signs. They're important indicators that your body is just reacting to the stress, and it's like your body doesn't know how to handle and control it. It sounds like you're just carrying a lot. And have you found any temporary relief from those feelings?
Honestly, not really. I sometimes try to unwind TV or scroll in front of my phone, but it doesn't really help much. I still feel like the weight of it all, you know?
Yeah. It sounds like you're looking for ways to cope, but they aren't really like addressing the root of the problem. What about your work situation feels the most challenging for you right now?
I think it's the pressure to perform and to keep up. I feel like if I take a break, everything will just fall apart. So it's like I can't let my guard down.
Yeah, the pressure sounds really, really intense. So I understand that. Can you tell me more about what you think might happen if you took a little break from work and just, focus on you?
Well, I worry I'll fall behind on projects, miss deadlines, or that my boss will think I'm not committed, and I can't risk that. I can't risk losing my job.
Yeah, those are valid concerns, but it's also important to think about the long-term effects to not taking care of yourself. How do you think this relentless pace is impacting your personal relationships?
They're definitely suffering a little bit. I've lost touch with friends and family, and I keep saying I'm too busy to hang out, and then I feel bad about it. I miss them.
That sounds hard. What do you think those relationships bring to your life?
Support, they bring joy, just feeling connected. When I'm with friends, I laugh and I feel lighter. Work can feel so serious just all the time.
It sounds like you really value those connections. How would you feel to make space for those relationships again?
Man, it would feel great, but I don't know how to balance it with work. I feel like I have to choose sometimes, most of the time.
Yeah, balancing work and personal life can be tricky, especially when you feel tied to your job. If you could picture a healthier version of your day, like a day-to-day life, that still includes work but also allows for connections, what would that look like to you?
Maybe I'd wake up a little later and then not rush right to right into my emails. I could take a real lunch break, maybe go for a walk, and then stop working by 6 or 7. That way I'd have enough time in the evenings for my friends and family.
Yeah. No, that sounds like a more balanced day. What do you think it would feel like to live that way?
Shoot. I'll probably be a little more less anxious, a little more clear-headed.
Yeah.
I might even enjoy work more if I wasn't so drained all the time.
No, for sure. That's a great insight. You mentioned earlier that a part of you worries about, being seen as unproductive. If you slow down just a little bit, where do you think that fear comes from?
Shoot, I guess I'm kind of afraid of slowing down because of my upbringing. My parents were always working, so they kind of instilled this idea in me that if you're not busy, then you're not doing enough. Kind of like work hard or don't eat kind of deal.
Yeah. That's a very strong message, and it makes sense why you might feel guilty about, taking breaks. But what would it look like if you could challenge that belief? If you could redefine what doing enough means to you?
I mean, I'd like that. I never thought about it like that. I think doing enough could mean just being present and enjoying life and not just working or worrying about work all the time.
Yeah, and that's a powerful reframe. I love that for you. How could you start to implement that new definition to your life?
I think that I could start by taking like some small breaks during the day, maybe like 5 minutes just to breathe or to stretch. And maybe I could set a rule to turn off work notifications in the evening.
Those are fantastic ideas. How confident do you feel about making those changes this week?
Honestly, about like 6 out of 10 maybe. I'm nervous, but I want to try for sure.
No, and that's a great starting point. Remember, it's okay to not be perfect. This is about making progress and not being flawless. If you notice resistance, what do you think might come up for you?
I might start to feel a little guilty again, like think that I should be working, because it's hard to get out of that mindset, switch out of that mindset.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's understandable. When those thoughts come up, can you give yourself permission to just observe them instead of acting on them?
Definitely. I mean, I think I can do that. I can try. just to notice them without judgment, I think would help.
Absolutely, and we can definitely do that. I'm here to support you along the way. How else could you create accountability for yourself in the meantime?
I think just maybe checking in with you next week. I've had a positive experience here already. I think that having someone to talk to definitely keeps me kind of on track.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Connecting with everyone could bring you joy and help you feel more supported. Is there anything else you'd like to explore today regarding your stress or work-life balance?
I don't think we need to explore anything else, but I'm definitely looking forward for our next session.
Yes, that's great. A great approach by inviting dialogue. You created a space for both to work together, and yeah, I'm really excited for our next session.
Thank you. Appreciate the support.
Of course.